Here are the pieces for our 20 by 20 customer pole tent. Your bag of poles on the right, bag of stakes on the bottom left, and canvas on the top. We have a sledgehammer here. You could use a regular household hammer as well. Unroll the canvas and place where you want in your yard or wherever you're setting it up. The corners will have 2 ropes on each corner, and there is 1 rope in the middle. These is what's going to tie off to the stakes. The bag of poles will contain long and short poles. To build each of the perimeter, you will place the short pole on top of the long pole. Start building your tent at a corner. You place the top end of the pole into one of the metal grommets, and then you will stand up the pole. You could start in any corner, it does not matter, and then you begin staking. While one person holds the pole, the other person enters 2 stakes into the ground. It helps to put them in at an angle. You want to keep the stakes parallel with the side of the tent. So we have one here parallel with this side. We also have one here on this side. Of course, start with the pole that you already entered. Once you tighten up the ropes, you want them a decent tightness, but not ridiculously tight, just enough to hold it up. Go to the opposite corner and do the same process over again. The tension from the stake staked in should hold the tent up, and it should look similar to this. Do the same process again with the remaining 2 corners. The middle will be sagging. You want to pull the corners as far away from each pole as you can, keeping equal distance away.
Take 2.
Your center pole will consist of 2 big poles and 1 small pole on top of it that will be placed in the grommet. Underneath, have one person find the grommet and the other person guide the pole into it, and then gradually stand the tent center up. At this point, the tent will be fairly stable on its own. Just put in the remaining side poles to a stake for added tension and support, and to stretch out the edges of the canvas. Once all poles are in and staked down, you can alleviate any lack of tension by pulling back on the poles and tightening the ropes, or further tightening the stakes. Just one per thing. Tension the tent a little bit further once everything is done, just by tapping on the stakes a little bit more. Do that around the perimeter of the tent, and you're good to go. This 20 by 20 was set up in approximately 15 minutes. You can expect to spend maybe under an hour if this is your first time doing it.